A wonderful good evening to all. Today we are going to verify Panchatantra part 3. Let's enjoy the evening with Panchatantra stories. Now we are going to verify Panchatantra. We already discussed the Panchatantra stories are really good for improving the spiritual knowledge and how to escape from the problems. Why should we do later? Now we are going to enter the third part, that is Kakolukiyam. Kakolukiyam means it is a war between crows and owls. Yeah, that only the first one. Here, once upon a time, there were two groups living a little bit by far away. One are the owls, others are the crows. Yes, here already they are having enmity. Sometimes they are going to be fighting with each other. At the time, a crow is going to the group of the owls and telling it needs shelter with them because that crow was got fight with all the remaining crows. They give the shelter, but actually the crow came there to find the way to kill them. Once the owls asked the advice that crow, as the winter was approaching, what should we do? Yeah, the crow advised them the nest where they are having just better to fill with the dry grass, dry twigs, dry feathers like that. That will be somewhat warm to live like this. They followed and happily filled the tree with dry things for being warm. But soon the crow given the message to the another crows. The tree was filled with all the dry things. They got the fire and attacked. So finally, almost the owls were dead. So this is the story. So what is the moral here? The crows and the owls title. Moral. Never trust an enemy, no matter how friendly they behave. Yeah, of course, the crow is coming and showing the friendliness, but it is fault to take them as friend because both are enemies. Next, a cave and a lion. Once upon a time, there was a jackal in a cave. One day, a lion going and asking it to come out. We want to be friends like this. Jackal said openly, "We are the enemies, and you, as a lion, used to kill us. So that's why I don't want any friendship. Please go out." So it's the right way. In that way, the jackal was escaped. So, title The Story of Jackal, Lion, and Speaking Cave. Yes, the presence moral, the presence of the mind can save you from dangerous situations. Yeah, because jackal has the presence of the mind, so that's why happily rejected the offer of that lion. Now here we are looking a Brahmin and sorry, a monk and a girl, young lady. Yes. So, actually, once upon a time, there was a rat, a poor rat. One day, this monk, this rishi, looked at the rat. Rat requested him to make him somewhat the strong. Okay, first he changed that into cat, and after that he changed that into dog, and after that he changed into the man, and finally he changed this into a tiger. A tiger now it is ready to attack the rishi. The rishi got it, and finally he turned the rat he turned the tiger into a rat because it tried as in the form of the tiger it tried. So this beautiful lady is one of the form taken by the rat. So finally, the rat again it was changed into rat itself only. Yes, why he made this? When the rat turning into tiger, the tiger want to kill the rishi. So that's why rishi simply made it convert it into tiger, convert it into rat again. So, what is the title? Story of the rat who changes into a beautiful girl, but never be ungrateful to those who helped you. Because here, rat tried to be ungrateful towards Rishi. Next, Here we are looking. Actually, once upon a time, there was a prince. Okay, he got married, a beautiful woman. Okay, everything was good. But one day, while they were sleeping, the king was in deep sleep. The queen who married her listened, but she observed two snakes were coming there. One is coming out of the mouth of the king, other is coming nearby and hills. They both planned to kill the king. So what this queen did, she next day she given somewhat chemicals to drink because to drink to the king because by having that chemicals that kind of the drink this snake which was inside the king died and next she poured hot water into ant hills. There it was died. In that way, now he was safe out of the snakes. Because first these two snakes planned to kill him. Now there was no way now. So that's why she saved the king. So what is the title and moral? Two serpents and a princess. Don't judge by appearance because she just a queen. She did everything. Courage overcomes evil. Another title. That means she planned herself and saved her husband. Next, here we are looking a hunter and two birds. One is coming towards him, other is in the cage. Once upon a time, there were two birds living on the tree. One day, two birds went out for food purpose. It was late evening. One bird only returned and waiting for the another one. Yeah, it began to rain also. So the bird which was on that tree, it was feeling what happened to another bird. Actually, it was caught by a hunter and it was in a case. Yeah, finally the hunter reached along with the case to that tree. Yeah, and after that, as it was raining, he was feeling cool more, and he was hungry also, nothing there to eat. Then the bird in the cage asked the another bird, "Yes, I'm here, and we have to provide everything to the hunter because he was our guest today." Yeah, finally. Another bird, she just got somewhat the dried sticks from the forest, dried twigs, and put the fire. And after that, he felt hungry. Now, the bird itself fallen into the fire. Before that, it asked the hunter to take the meals because it was going to die in the fire. And after that, the second bird also falling into the fire. Yeah, like that two birds satisfied their life for the purpose of this hunter. So what is this? Two doves and the hunter. The self-sacrifice is the best sacrifice. Yeah, here both birds given. Yeah, here we are looking a devil, a brown hen, and one more person. The story was once upon a time there was a brown hen nearby the cave like this. So there also he was living single and leading the life fine. But one day this cannibal man, the cannibal means eating the cannibal man or cannibal devil, it was trying to eat the persons. He found the Brahmin and it came there. At the same time, one more person also came. He was a robber. This robber and cannibal both looked at each other. Cannibal asked him, "Yeah, now I am going inside to kill the Brahmin." But he said, now he would like to rob that person's property. Yes, then cannibal said, if you are doing all this he will get disturbance and he woke up. I want to eat him. So like that. In that way, both this robber, this cannibal devil were fighting. So then Brahmin got up and understood the situation and he escaped from there. Yeah, Brahmin was escaped. Brahmin and cannibal thief. Conflict between rivals, both are rivals to the man, can lead to the safety of rivals, other person. Yeah, they got. Now this is exactly like the story of the pigeons and rat like this. Once upon a time, there were many elephants were living in a forest. A rabbit went to them and asked their friendship. They did not accept. One day, all these were just caught by, trapped by a big net. A rabbit went there and it cut the nets and saved them. So after that, they became friends. So what is this? The elephants and the rabbit title. Moral: an idea can change your life, or you don't judge a book by its title. So, here the story of a cat, rabbit, and doves. Actually, this dove and rabbit were good friends. One day, they found some food and they want to share between themselves. They can't, they are fighting. At that time, a cat came and it said it will divide the food. But what the cat did, it ate the food and also pigeon and rat. Yes. So cat, rabbit, and the dove. Lack of unity leads to death. Yeah, unity not there between them. So that's why they died. Be cautious of false pretense. Yes. Next, this is the story of just like the owls and crows, that only same. Here the crows and owls with strategy. The the strategy was done by crows. Next, this is the fighting between the beauties, swans and peacocks. They are always feeling okay. They are sometimes fighting and being silent. But the crows, they are going to the swans and telling more about that peacocks and their beauty, and in that way they are just going to keep the differences between the swans and peacocks, but they are also getting it as a prestige to be more beautiful, so like this. So but finally, of course, finally they got fight, both of them. So this is like that they are fighting. Title, swans and the peacocks, satisfy with what you have. That's enough, no need to fight. Beauty doesn't give guarantee. So only because of listening the words of the crows, the swans got angry towards the peacocks and used it to fight. It's very bad. Next, this is just like the story of a snake and crow. Once upon a time, there were two cranes living on the tree. They used to lay the eggs. The eggs were eaten by the snake. So for that, they invited a mongoose. Of course, the mongoose came and it just caught the snake and killed. Fine, but after that, it has eaten the eggs also. That eaten the eggs also. So that's why. So what they had done, it was wrong. Why? Because these invited mongoose, but mongoose was also eating everything now, so it was wrong decision to take. Mongoose and the cranes, solution should never be worse than the problem. Now they also in the danger, na? So solution never be the worse than the problem. Next, jaybird and monkeys. The one day, monkeys were, it is the cool evening, they feel very cold, so that's why they are taking the insects, the which has lightings, all that light and insects they are taking, and they are feeling these insects are having somewhat warmth with them, heat with them, and they are feeling. they're just having the light upon their wings. Jaybird explained them that are the lighting insects, they won't have any warmth. You have to get the fires to get warmth your body. Jaybird advised them. Monkeys got angry. How dare you could give all this advice to us? They caught the jaybird and killed them because these are foolish. Never give advice to the fools. Yeah. This is a Brahmin. Once there was a Brahmin. In those days, olden days, Brahmin are getting even goats also as their presentations or something. Gifts, their gifts. Today we are giving cows. In those days, goats also. One day a Brahmin was going along with his gift that was a goat. First one man came and asked the Brahmin by laughing, Swami Namaste, but why are you holding this donkey along with you? Swami explained, no, it was not a donkey, it was a goat. He laughed and moved. Like this, every person telling again and again, three, four members. In fact, all that three, four members are a group and robbers. Believing that the Brahmin left the goat and moved away. After moved away. Immediately the robbers came and taken away the goat. So trust your judgment. Beware of the falsehoods. No need to think of others like this. These are the knights and crows. It's already explained in the part 2. So you must not give shelter to the enemy like crows and owls only. This is a golden snake and a Brahmin. Once upon a time, there was a Brahmin uh, who found in his farms an ant hill. It was a golden snake. Of course, the Brahmin felt it was from the heaven. He used to, he gave some milk. He kept the milk bowl there and went away. Evening, he found one gold coin in the bowl. So, like that, daily he is getting the gold coin. One day he went out on work. He set the sun to give milk to the snake. Sun was greedy. He expected more coins in the ant hill. So he would like to take all that. He just dug the ant hill and he tried to kill the snake. But the snake was escaped after biting him. The sun was dead. So what you have to get here? Greed brings destruction. Yeah. Trust and respect are fragile. That will be reciprocal. So, like this kind of the things, Mr. Sharma teaching his students and make them genius. Oh yeah. Thank you for enriching your child's knowledge and spiritual say. Have a good day. Bye.